Not gonna lie, things are a little stressful right now. Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good day. Today I'm going to share with you a few routines that I've set into place that save me time and money every week, even when life is going out of control. But first, if you're new around here, hi, my name is Lydia Senn and I make videos on frugal and simple living. We are a debt-free family of 6. We'll be mortgage-free in 2 years. So we still have a mortgage. So I say consumer debt-free family of 6. And I make videos all about frugal and simple living. I want to teach you how to save money and live your best life on a budget. So let's go. My life has exploded, and it's not all bad stuff. I mean, we have had some sickness we've had to contend with and like major schedule adjustments, and my husband's traveling, but we're also, building, living in a construction zone. And so there are some choices we've made that have added to the stress. But when I find life spinning and kind of a little out of control, that's when I have the urge to spend money, right? Because I may not control what's over here, but I can control going to Amazon, buying a cute little package and looking forward to it for 2 days. That's my need to control things. And so I've let that go and instead learned to fall back into routines that even when life is out of control, make things easier. So number one is to prep foods. And I'm not talking about having a meal plan, although having a meal plan, y'all, will save you time and money. And I did a video all about that if you want to go check that out. But I'm talking about prepping things. So making sure that we have breakfast, plenty of things to grab for lunches as we head out the door. I make baby food for a couple days in advance or maybe for the whole week and freeze it. And I just make baby food in the Instant Pot. I'll cut it up, put it on the steam function, stick my immersion blender in there, good to go. Just having some things prepped and ready. And then I make sure that I have fallback meals. And so fallback meals are things that when the day completely goes awry and we don't have a plan or we've gone off the rails, we don't go get a pizza or hit up the drive-thru. So we have things at home like stuff to make meatball subs or stuff to make curry or even hot dogs, y'all. Let's not food shame. Do your best, right? We're all doing our best. And if boxed macaroni and cheese and pre-cut apple slices are what gets you through a really rough season, don't let anyone make you feel bad about that, okay? Food shaming is an elitist behavior and it makes me want to scream at people. All right. Next, I plan to use leftovers. So before I even go grocery shopping, I'll look in my fridge and maybe there's some stuff that we need to go ahead and use up. So if we have like some broccoli, a few carrots, and maybe like half an onion, I'll chop everything up and roast it. And that way we can eat it right away for dinner that night or throughout the coming days. Or I'll see, like I had 3/4 of a bottle of spaghetti sauce this weekend. And so I went ahead and made a meal plan to make spaghetti this week because I know my kids love it. They'll eat it. It's easy. Turkey spaghetti for the win. And that way I can use up like little bits of things that I already have. I'll also see what's in my freezer that I can use. So I'll bulk make soup. I made chicken soup a few weeks ago and it was just chicken, potatoes, celery, onions. I don't even think I put carrots in it. I didn't have carrots in it and I just froze it. Well, this week we had a late night. I knew things were going to be a little just off. And so I put that whole frozen block into my Instant Pot, cooked it for 4 minutes. And then I went back in and added just some stuff to it and turned it into chicken corn chowder. And my husband absolutely loved it. He's kind of picky, so I wasn't sure how that was going to go. So having just some things that you can quickly throw together and then using up those leftovers will not only save you money, it will save you a ton of time. And I know that leftovers, like, leftovers, like I think of like kind of warmed over tasted chicken and mushy Brussels sprouts, but I've learned to think of them as something different. Like, oh, that's money that I already spent. So it's money that I'm actually saving by going ahead and using those up. And then I just reimagine them and turn them into other things. I talked about redeeming leftovers in another video I made. So you can head over there and watch that if you're interested. Oh, almost just dropped my phone. Real life. Next, I will check our staples. So things like coffee, milk, toilet paper, bananas, things that I know my family uses a lot of, and I'll make sure that we have it so that I'm not running out at the last minute and getting it and then spending more money. Or I'll add it to our grocery pickup list for the week and see like how far I can stretch it out before I have to go order those groceries. But I try to not run out and pick up staples because for me, and I know for a lot of you, you go into the store needing toilet paper, and instead of spending $12.99 on a pack of toilet paper, you spend $37 on a bunch of stuff you didn't need. Guilty. Next, I will scan my planner to make sure that there are appointments that I didn't miss and therefore didn't budget for. So things like our well baby visits, our 2 teeth cleanings a year, those sorts of things, we don't have to pay for those out of pocket. But I had to take my kid to the orthodontist this week. We had a dermatology appointment, those sorts of things that do require a copay, and I want to make sure that I put them in my weekly budget so I don't forget. Also, I've planned to budget my time around that. So I know if we have a doctor's appointment at 4:15 in the afternoon, I need to go ahead and make sure that I have a slow cooker meal or a sheet pan meal prepped, so that way I'm not having to come home and like cook everything right then, which is also where bulk prepping at the beginning of the week helps if that's something that you want to do. And my friend Kim over at Frida Family has a ton of bulk cooking tips, advice, and videos. So go check her out after you've watched this video. I also make sure I bulk my errands. So we have a couple days a week where I know for sure we're going to leave our house. It's 3 days a week. No, it's 4 days a week now. We only have 1 day at home now, like fully at home. So I make sure that while we are out and about, I bulk my things. So if I maybe sold something on Poshmark and I need to run it by the post office, I will do that on the day that we are in that direction. Or if I need to run something to the thrift store, drop off some bags, I'll make sure we do it on the day that we're headed to piano because it's in that direction. And so I just kind of plan my errands around that. Also, a few weeks ago, totally off topic, we took some ratty towels to the animal shelter. We were over in that area for an appointment. We had saved up all these towels. They put on Facebook that they needed them. And it took everything within me not to come home with 2 lab mix puppies. I get a 2-year-old, a baby, and then 2 elementary school kids. I don't need 2 puppies in my house right now. But I had to talk myself down, like, don't come home with a puppy, Lydia. Do not come home with a puppy. We're thinking about it, y'all. Not now, later, go into the shelter dogs. Adopt, don't shop. And then finally, we have a budget meeting. So even when my husband's traveling, even when he's working 12-hour shifts in town, but he's still not home, we still take the time to have a weekly budget meeting every single Friday. And maybe that's just on the phone, 8:45 as I'm heading out the door to get my kids to our community school day. I'll call him real quick and say, hey, what do we have going on this week? What does our budget need to look like? He pulls up the app, the Every Dollar app, and we go through it very quickly just to make sure that we haven't missed out on anything. Because it's those little things that you miss out on that can often turn into big things. It's that water bill that you forgot to pay, and then you got hit with a $10 penalty, and in the same week you forgot that you had to budget for this appointment, and then you're late getting home, and so you run through the drive-thru, and it costs $47 to feed my family from a drive-thru, and you just end up, it piles up over time. And so by having a few routines that we can just fall back on, it centers our life. And I talked about how to make routines in yet another video. I'm sorry, I keep referencing you guys to different videos. But creating routines gives us something to anchor our life to. And routines provide us with structure, but they're not rigid. The point of them is to make our life easier, to give us breathing room, to allow for things that matter, not to create a sense of total, like I'm in this box and I can't get out because this is my schedule. No, it gives us time to rest. It gives us time to enjoy our homes and our families and to breathe and to not be stressed out that we forgot something because we have some routine and order in our life. And so if you're feeling a sense of chaos and you want to calm the chaos, go ahead and give yourself some if you feel a sense of chaos and overwhelm and you want to overcome that overwhelm, go ahead and allow yourself the opportunity to sit down, grab a cup of coffee, grab a big thing of ice water, your planner, and set some routines for yourself. Set a schedule, set some goals, figure out a time when you can prep some meals, have a budget meeting, and schedule in some time for yourself to just chill out. And we do that every Friday. This is not a routine that saves us money, but it is one that we anchor our family to, and it gives us just something to look forward to every week, and that is family movie night. This past week we rented Frozen 2 from the Red Box, and we got pizza from the grocery store. We sat down on the couch together, we watched this movie, and it was just a time to just chill and be a family, and my kids love it. They look forward to it all week long. Is it Friday? Are we doing movie night? What movie are we going to get? Did you get pizza? Are we going to do something else? Are we going to make popcorn? They get so excited about it, and it's just like a little family bonding time that costs us a $2 Red Box and a grocery store pizza. Okay, so I would love to know, what are some routines that you have that save you time, that save you money, that anchor your life, that give you peace? Leave me a comment below and tell me about it. Also, I want to tell you, no matter where you are in the process of meeting your goals, of getting out of debt, you're doing a good job. I don't know what it is you're going through, but I feel like someone needs to hear this. You're doing a good job. You're doing the best that you can. You're gonna get through this. You can do hard things, because whatever it is you're dealing with now, you've probably done something harder. And I want you to go back to what that harder thing was and remind yourself that you got through it, so you can get through whatever it is you're dealing with today. So if you guys have a great day, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks. And I'll see you guys on the comment section. I'll be hanging out with you there for a little while. So be sure to leave me a comment so I can say hi, and I'll see you soon.